Want to learn Greek anywhere, anytime? Get the Innovative Language 101 app for free.
Hi everybody, Stefania here. Welcome to Ask a Teacher, where I'll answer some of your most common Greek questions. The question for this lesson is, what are some words that have alternative spellings and why? This is something that confuses every single learner initially, as they always come across words that have two different spellings. There are many reasons for this: historical, phonological, or the word itself might be of foreign origin. In this video, I'll show you some of the most common words that have alternative spellings. The first example we'll see is the pair enea and enιά, 9. The normal form is enea, but due to a phonological phenomenon called synesis, or synesisi in Greek, the word can also be spelled as enιά. Synesis is the union in pronunciation of two adjacent vowels into one syllable within a word. For example, μία becomes νιά, 1, and δύο becomes δυο, 2. Synesis occurs in many words when there is an e or an e sound followed by a vowel, resulting in the two vowel sounds being pronounced as one syllable. However, not all words that have such vowel combinations go through synesis, and in some, synesis is optional, like with μία and δύο. Sometimes the first vowel might also change, especially when it's an e sound, which then becomes an e sound, spelled with iota. This is what happens with enea. Other examples are γενεά, γενιά, generation, and παλαιός, παλιός, old. Here are some sample sentences. Είμαι 39 χρονών. I'm 39 years old. Η θερμοκρασία θα φτάσει τους 29 βαθμούς Κελσίου. The temperature will reach 29 degrees Celsius. Some other phonological phenomena that cause words to change are elimination or αποβολή, prefixation or πρόταξη, and change or αλλαγή. Elimination is the loss of the initial vowel of a word. For example, αγελάδα, γελάδα, cow. Αμύγδαλο, μύγδαλο, almond. Εβδομάδα, βδομάδα, week. Εμπρός, μπρος, forward. Εξάδερφος, ξάδερφος, cousin. Εξομολογώ, ξομολογώ, to confess. Ερωτώ, ρωτώ, to ask. Ευλογώ, βλογώ, to bless. Ημέρα, μέρα, day. Υγεία, για, health. And υπερήφανος, περήφανος, proud. Prefixation is the addition of an initial vowel. For example, βδέλα becomes avdela, leech, and skιά becomes iskios, shadow, shade. Finally, with change, the initial vowel changes to a different one. For example, έμορφος becomes όμορφος, beautiful, and έξαφνα becomes άξαφνα, suddenly. Here are some sample sentences. Ο πατέρας είναι περήφανος για τον γιο του. The father is proud of his son. Ας κάτσουμε στον ίσκιο γιατί κάνει ζέστη. Let's sit in the shade because it's hot. Next, let's see some words that have changed throughout history. In antiquity, it was normal for a word to have two plosives or two fricative consonants together. Plosive consonants are the ones that don't require an airflow, like the p in plosive, while fricative consonants require an airflow, like the f in fricative. An example is the word επτά, 7, that started out with the two plosive consonants p and taf. Throughout history, though, the tendency was to have different kinds of consonants together. So today, the plosive p of επτά became the fricative φ, like in εφτά. Although the original version sounds more standard, both spellings are equivalent today. Similarly, we have αδελφός, αδερφός, brother, αδελφή, αδερφή, sister, εξάδελφος, εξάδερφος, male cousin, εξαδέλφη, εξαδέρφη, female cousin, οκτώ, οχτώ, 8, and εχθές, εχτές, yesterday. Here are some sample sentences. Έχω δύο αδερφούς και μία αδερφή. I have 2 brothers and 1 sister. Για τεχνική υποστήριξη, πατήστε το 7. For technical support, press 7. Finally, let's look into the spelling of some foreign loan words. Initially, foreign loan words were written in a way that they resembled the foreign spelling. For example, treno from the French train, meaning train. That, however, was problematic because one would have to know the foreign word spelling in order to spell the Greek version correctly. After 1976, when Demotic Greek became the official language, a series of orthographic simplifications took place, favoring single instead of double consonants and the vowels epsilon, iota, and omicron instead of alpha, iota, ypsilon, and omega. So today we write treno instead of treno. Older people, though, still use the old spellings, so these are common to see. Some few examples are ferry boat, bira, beer, mauve, purple, party, and stilo, pen. Note that foreign proper names are usually an exception. For example, Zirichi, Zurich, and not Zirichi. How was the lesson? Pretty interesting, right? Do you have any more questions? Leave them in the comments below and I'll try to answer them. Γεια χαρά!